ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
Oh my God, the rulers of UAE, the lifeline. I mean that, I salute them, huge gratitude for them, and I love them. And of course, whatever they have done is remarkable.
Welcome to Pearls of Union, our dear audience, the program which should shed light success wherever it shines, and the favorite platform for all the professional talent who make the difference and shape the future of the United Arab Emirates. Today it's our honor to host Mr. Raza Abidi, the chairman and the founders of Idenfo company. How are you, sir?
Thank you very much. I'm doing well.
Thank you. So first of all, I would like to thank you to accept our invitations and allow to our team to come today and have this unique interview with you, sir.
My pleasure.
Thank you. So in the beginning of our journey, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself to our audience and give them a quiet brief about your knowledge as well as your experience.
Right. So as you said, Horia, my name is Raza Abidi, and I had been a professional banker for around 2 decades. I've worked in banking in multiple geographies with multiple financial institutions, world's renowned financial institutions, and worked in banking for almost 18 years. And before, and worked in multiple geographies. So I came to Dubai in 2001. And from 1 to 2007, I was here in this part of the world working for Citibank, and then moved to London office. So worked in their London office, managed the region for Citibank for around 12 years. And then there was a need for me to, I actually wanted to reinvent myself. That was there on my mind for quite a long time. So I decided to walk onto this entrepreneurship journey. And back in 2019, 17th of May precisely, we decided to co-found Idenfo. And Idenfo is a regulatory compliance company, and we operate in multiple jurisdiction and region. So, from the fact that, I used to work for a bank all the way to pivoting into this role of entrepreneurship, I mean that it's full of challenges. Entrepreneurship is actually not easy, but I must tell you one thing, that it is one of the most fulfilling journey of my life thus far, my professional life thus far. Thoroughly enjoyed it. There's a lot to still achieve. We are, en route to becoming a, larger player in this space that we operate in. And on that space, it's really fulfilling, and I'm very glad that I decided to walk onto this entrepreneurship path.
Yes, so as you mentioned right now, Mr. Raza, there is a lot of challenge you've been faced in among the journey. So what was the major challenge you faced, and how you converted it to an opportunity of success?
Yeah, it's a very good question. So, we operate in this space of compliance, as you just introduced the company. So when we looked at the problem statement back in the days, we realized there are 3 sets of issues that financial institution back in the days were facing. First and the foremost is the fact that these financial institutions, predominantly banks, asset management companies, those companies that come under the remit of regulatory requirement. So they're, ever evolving regulatory landscape. The expectations and demands, requirements of regulators are fast evolving. Then the other bit on the space of compliance is a very onerous kind of a compliance processes that these organizations do have. And last but not the least is fragmented systems. They have traditional systems. So the concept of Idenfo came into play because we wanted to fight this menace of money laundering. And, we thought that even if we shift the needle a little bit, then at least something we'll achieve in life. So we came up with this idea that we would serve these problem statements, try to address those problem statements. And Idenfo has 3 distinct modules. One is the advisory module, which of course helps financial institutions in meeting their regulatory requirement. Remember I mentioned about the first problem statement? So we tackle it from that perspective. Then we also have a center of excellence. And in center of excellence, we augment compliance resources. So that's addressing problem statement number 2 that I mentioned. And last but not the least, and this actually is the lifeline of mine, was actually on this space of fragmented technology, old stack, traditional technology. So the idea was to bring all of this together. So we created an advisory solution. We created a center of excellence for augmenting compliance resources. And last but not the least, the technology part. So we are a product technology company, and we predominantly do 3 things in technology. We help organizations, whether regulated or not regulated, in terms of digital onboarding. And on that space, we do identity verification. We are connected with UEPass. We connected with so many.
Go deeply in these sectors about the technology as well when we highlight the business. But right now, Mr. Raza, I would like to ask you, as we discussed the difficult time you've been faced, the tough times, so definitely you will need the supporters around you. Who was the biggest supporter to Mr. Raza?
So I think I was lucky enough because I started, my first job was in a bank. And, of course, I am always a firm believer that, there is education and there is upbringing. These are complementary to each other, but they are distinctively different. So in education, I graduated. I did my master's from UK. My parents, of course, helped, facilitated all those kind of things. But simultaneously, on the upbringing side, this starts with with the lap of your mother, with the family around you, the wider family, the peers that you work, the professional individuals that you have worked with. So I have worked with many top-notch individuals, hailing from multiple nationalities, and worked with them extensively over a course of time. So they are the people who really helped in terms of shaping my professional mindset, helping me understand the nuances of how the business needs to be operated. And I must tell you, although I was working with them in a bank, that experience really helped me in terms of operationalizing, the company Idenfo, and ensuring that we actually take off. So Horia, at fast forward 6 years, Idenfo is almost 6.5 years old, turning 7. And we serve close to 1,700 B2B customers across the globe. We work in Europe, we work in the entire Middle East, as well as, our technology back offices in Pakistan. So this is actually, the consequences of working with so many people. And I must mention one last thing to you on this particular topic, is the fact that I am lucky now as well with the team that we have assembled. In Idenfo, we are a team of around 80 people, amazing, best-in-class individual, and especially 2 of my co-founders. One of them is my friend for good 25 years. There's a lot of camaraderie, we understand each other. And the other gentleman is equally a great guy, he's like a family member. So that camaraderie among the 3 founders of the company, with the directors, with the shareholders, as well as the wider team, is all because of the fact that, I am, the experience that I got in the wider organization, I was able to apply here as well.
So if I will take you on a journey back, Mr. Raza, to know how was the foundations of Idenfo, how was the great visions behind all those establishments?
Right. So I think some of the areas I've touched upon in terms of the 3 problem statement and the 3 solutions that we come up with. I think the vision is clear. It's like, organization. The vision statement, in fact, this is a good question you asked, is simple that, we are a force for good. We are here to serve, the wider regulated firms, help the regulators, help the government organizations, and hence and so forth, whoever manages this ecosystem related to money laundering. So money laundering, in this space that we operate in, we need to identify bad characters. And those bad characters are zilch in a huge population. So we need to figure out how do we pick those bad characters. And that is the technology that we have built. And the technology is AI enabled, it is scalable, it's cloud native, and and so those next gen technology is all deeply inculcated in everything that we actually do in the organization. So I think the vision is to ensure that we remain a force for good. We keep fighting this menace of money laundering. The vision is to grow this company because there are shareholders, right? So we need to expand the company into multiple geographies. So as I said, right now we have offices in 4 locations. So we have a headquarter in UK. We are having a fully functional office in Dubai. We operate under the DIFC umbrella. Then we have an office in Pakistan, and we work with a partnership arrangement in Qatar as well. But right now what we are doing is, and what we have committed to our shareholders is expanding this company into 14 more countries. So all the way in Europe to Africa to some part of Southeast Asia and the Middle Eastern region. So we are gearing up. We have allocated funds. We are in the process of hiring, and we're creating a centralized hub for this activity. We call it outreach ecosystem. And just to let you know, we all are sitting here in Dubai. So that hub is going to be positioned here in Dubai. We'll be hiring around 35 people over a course of next 12 months. So from a vision perspective, expanding into wider markets, growing Idenfo. And another thing that we do, and we have been doing it really well, I would think of saying, is the fact that we create future leaders. So I am actually a byproduct of international organizations that I've worked with, and I know how my career shaped because of the fact that the countries that they allowed me to move into. So we have created a similar kind of an ecosystem within Idenfo, and we are creating preparing future leaders who could actually take over our roles and run the company here onwards.
So as I see, you've been offered a wide solutions in the financial sectors in Idenfo, but what it makes you apart than the other company here in the competitive market of the UAE?
Right. So this is quite a matured market. This matured and saturated both. So in this space there are a lot of competitors that are operating, not only operating for quite some time, but there are other companies that are mushrooming. So you need to create your own niche, and that is where we do 2 things. In fact, let me just say it again. So the space that we operate in is in the space of anti-money laundering. We fight the money launderers, the bad characters. And they are actually of 2 kinds. One is upstream AML, in that we do ID verification, we do name screening, we do risk rating, and then the other one is downstream AML. So we don't operate in downstream AML, it's transaction monitoring. But on upstream AML, there is huge degree of competition. And how do we survive? How do we navigate through that competition is because of the fact that we provide an end-to-end solution. So this solution is not for a specific segment. This is for a wider market. We are end to end. So, a 360-degree holistic solution that we provide to our clients. Our client service is impeccable. So we allocate a lot of resources. We train our resources. We make sure that our resources, our relationship executives who are dealing with the client, they are A-class. They are the best in the industry. And client services is equally important. So we pay a lot of attention to client services. So those are the things that we do. And last but not the least, and this is the most important part, is to keep moving with the fast-paced, new age cutting technology. So we ensure that any new technology is fully ingested, integrated in Idenfo. In fact, within an organization, we encourage all of our staff to use a lot of AI-related tools.
This is what I would like to ask you about, how you're adopting to the new technology in your company.
Right. So we encourage all of the staff members to use AI. And so I think one thing I would say that ingenuity brings in innovation. So if your colleagues are empowered, if they feel that they have that environment where they can operate and experiment things. I've always liked those who take risks. If you don't take risks, that's an issue. So we encourage that. And with that in mind, we always facilitate, help, encourage our team members to look for new technologies, new ways of doing things. So I'm going to quote you one example, which is as latest as last week. So we have a HR function, and of course we have a wholesome technology function as well. And in technology function, of course, invariably, it is inevitable that they do not use AI. So they always are at the forefront of using next-gen technology. But imagine HR. So HR function used AI tools. Lovable is the tool that we use. And they build their entire digital onboarding app for the new joiners. And state of art, it's really brilliant. And everything that one can ask for is part of that app that they have built. So it's all because of the people at the C-suite, the top of the organization. All of us, we ensure, we mandate that every staff in the organization, no matter if it's an intern or a person who has just joined the organization, they have that access to next stage technology, and AI is of course at the forefront of everything we do.
So definitely, Mr. Raza, your experience plus your team and also plus the technology which you're adopting, it's make you a professional in the markets, and you of course achieve a lot. So we would like to highlight the most achievement you are totally proud of in your company.
Oh well, that's a difficult question, I must tell you, because I think my journey is still in motion. So I wouldn't call myself as a successful person for the time being. Well, that's very kind of you to say that, but so in terms of, I think when there was my life when I was working for an international organization. As I said, remember 18 to 20 years I worked with them. But my, the next phase of my professional career, which is Idenfo, this is my lifeline. I mean, that this is like the most important thing for me. And we have very delicately, very carefully built this company. So a lot of people, when I meet a lot of people, they say, oh, you guys are doing remarkably well. And that gives me the real kick. Then I feel that, oh yes, we are heading in the right direction. But Horia, there's still a long way to go. I think I will blow the trumpet. I will call it a day when we reach a stage whereby Idenfo has expanded to, multiple locations and progressively fighting this menace of money laundering. And I think those are the things that I would really in eventually call it that some of the areas that I've succeeded. But one area that I could possibly say, since you asked, is the team that we have assembled. we cherry pick each and every individual in the team. We pay them higher. They get more than the market norm, and we take care of them. So perhaps that could be one area where I would say that collectively the three co-founders, including myself, have done some bit that attrition rate in the company, people leavers are very less, and so I would say perhaps that could be one of the achievements. And other areas, of course, we're doing remarkably well. God has been super kind. We win awards. We've won a couple of awards. So all those, the credit to all those rewards, all aspirations, and goes to my team, not to me. I'm still on the go, still in motion to achieve something bigger.
One who lead them to this success, actually. So I wish you all the best. You are the leaders for them with your mentality, actually. So from this is a great experience of you, Mr. Raza. I would like to ask you, what is the future inspirations? So what is the next goals you would like to achieve from now to 5-10 years?
I think the next phase is the most interesting phase. And I say so because, if you look back in history, go back in ages, this is the moment, because of the advent of technology, because of our artificial intelligence, things are fundamentally different. I really don't know. I can't predict how the world would look like in 5 years' time. So what we are doing, we are getting ready, at least to the best of our knowledge. We don't know how things will pan out in the future. So the next goal is to digitize as much as we possibly can, help our clients digitize. The next goal is help the regulators, the government bodies to digitize. What we actually did, one thing I missed mentioning earlier, Horia, that, I think one thing we do quite well is I call it an art of pivot. If something is not working, we try, and we have failed. It's not a case, and let me just rephrase. I don't like the word fail. The right word is learning. So we learned, so we learned. And multiple things we did which did not work. Most of the things did remarkably well. So when we walked into this path of building Idenfo, idea and concept was to go to the banks and, they will ultimately become our clients. It did not happen. And that was one of the challenges that we faced. And then COVID came and all those kind of things. So one day, and literally I mean it, we were having a chat internally among the three co-founders, and we said that how can we build something where we do not have to rely on anybody else? And by that reliance, I mean like banks or all those kind of things. So we pioneered, in fact, a solution that's not for banks. It's for the lower end of the market. So we democratized this solution of digital onboarding, name screening, and risk rating. And now we sell it to smaller companies. And this is a very thriving space. Somebody quoted to me the other day that there are around 189 million small and medium enterprises in emerging markets only. And we cater to their solution. So we created and we pioneered that solution. And now what we are doing is bringing in advanced technology, bringing in AI, making sure that we remain ahead of the game, and ensuring that this changing fade of technological development, we are not left behind. So those are the things that from a vision perspective, and again, I'm going to say it, I've said it almost 2-3 times, is just to expand Idenfo into multiple geographies. And that's my passion. And that is what, God willing, we will achieve in the very near future.
I wish you all the best and to be always in the first lines of the financial sector.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Thank you. So if I will ask you about the UAE, as you know, it's now been defined as the global business hub, and it's one of the best countries in the investment sectors as well. So how this country with its rules and regulations help you to grow your own business?
Right. Again, a very good question. I'm glad you asked this question. So UAE is now home to me. I'm being very honest to you. So I'm originally from Pakistan, lived in Pakistan until my early days, and then moved to UK for my studies. So I thought UK is my home. It is, still is, but UAE I feel very comfortable. And so in UAE, my association with UAE started in 2001. That's the very first time I came here. And I was working for a bank, moved from another location, came to Dubai. And I was here for 6-7 years before I moved to UK. So that is the time, and I've seen this transition, the huge transition, not from an infrastructure point of view, not of building the buildings here, but beyond that. And I'll explain it to you in the next phase of my answer. So when I started on this entrepreneurship path, we, of course, the holding company is in the UK, but UAE is epicenter of a lot of things we do. The most clients that we have in the company are based in UAE. The products we pioneered, we tested in UAE. So a lot of things we do as far as UAE is concerned. So a lot of focus and energy in this part of the world. You talked about the favorable regulation, favorable ecosystem infrastructure. So you're absolutely right. I mean that, if you look at foreign direct investment, a lot of FDIs happening here. Then if you look at, the AI related things, so strategy of AI, linking it to the digital Dubai ecosystem. So mind-blowing. And I was told by somebody that there is no paper-based transaction in government offices here. So which means that everything is digitized. And I kind of thought about it, and it's true. My license, my visa, everything that I do here in Dubai, as far as government is concerned, is fully digitized. And you land here, go to the immigration counter, you don't need a passport, you don't need a document, you just walk through. So all those, indeed, it's the smart gates, and so all those technologies. Then the so congenial and so eco-friendly startup ecosystem. The ecosystem for startups, for SMEs, as a matter of fact. So your government is doing a lot of work. And I think I'm going to also say, last but not the least, is the fact that here in UAE, the regulatory bodies, people at the helm, His Highness, all the ruling family members, they promote this culture of innovation, and also simultaneously they also promote this good governance culture, the regulatory culture, all those kind of things. So I think, to me, it's an amazing place. And ironically, yesterday I was telling it to somebody. I was walking in a mall and I said, listen, how lucky we are that we live in Dubai in this era. So my special gratitude, thanks goes to the ruling family members. They've done a remarkable job. I've seen the transition, and I hope this journey continues. And I hope for us, for myself, my family, UAE remains at the epicenter of a lot of things that we do. I hope in the eventual future I end up retiring here. So that will give you kind of a testimony that how I appreciate and like this place.
Thank you so much for your words, Mr. Raza. And last but not least, as you say, we would like to ask you to deliver an advice for the new generations who are freshly graduated and would like to interest in the same field of you. So please lead them to the right way from your experience.
So again, a very interesting question. I mean that advice to young professionals. So my journey started with bank. Now I do compliance. So I think the first and the foremost thing that I would say is in terms of compliance, everything revolves around integrity. That is very important, and I think that should remain as the core value. Whatever you do in life, it's nothing to do with banks or compliance, any walk of life that you are associated with. And I think I would also encourage that be patient. There is time dimension to everything. There are no shortcuts. So we need to be mindful that, certain things have their own kind of a time period required to achieve. We will find certain bends on the road, but sometimes people feel that this is the end of the road, and it is not. And I actually have gone through that cycle. So this is what I would say. I think I would like to say that be curious. You know, keep creating the element of intrigue, which is, to me, is very important, and keep thinking about innovation. Innovation, I think it's a very important area that you could think about. So I think overall, this is my best wishes to those who are listening to this as wide. I'm not very certain whether I'm capable of giving you advice, but my professional experience, the essence of it is what I just explained to you, and that's what I think this is where I will stop.
Thank you too much, Mr. Raza, for this value and inspiring advice for the youth. And we concluded our episode for today by a word from heart to heart to all the Highness and the UAE leader to thank them for their effort to make our life success. What would you like to tell them?
So for the rulers of UAE, oh my God, rulers of UAE, the lifeline. I mean that, I salute them. Huge gratitude for them, and I love them. And of course, whatever they have done is remarkable. I'm going to pray for their long life, their prosperity. This country has given us so much, personally as well as professionally, and I salute, gratitude and respect for His Highness, the entire family, and all of the people who are at the helm of managing this beautiful country. Thank you very much.
And we also would like to thank you very much, Mr. Raza Abidi, the chairman and the founders of Idenfo, to have us today and to make with us this is great and wonderful interview. Thank you too much, sir.
That's very kind of you as well, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, our dear audience. If you keep watching, please wait for us in the next interview by next week. From Palace of Union, this is Huraya El Ginti. Goodbye.